Screen. Okay. Can you please confirm? Can you see my screen and can you hear me well? Okay. So we discussed about this client server architecture, correct? So guys, now, isn't it simple? Now you know, right? What is client server architecture? Yes. So today, what we're gonna do is this. What happens when you type a URL in the browser and hit enter? Let's take the topic and we'll be covering some network related topics today. Okay. Okay. So now, so whose name should I take? Uh, okay. So Vamshi. Okay. Hold on. I'll take Vamshi. Okay. So guys, consider this is Vamsi's laptop. Okay. This is Vamsi's laptop. Okay. So what he did was, let's listen this carefully. What he did was, Vamsi, he opened the laptop and he opened the browser inside it. So he opened the browser and then he need to type the URL, no, guys? So he opened the browser and he wanted to type google.com. He wanted to get the website called google.com. So what he did, he went and typed, guys, can we say google.com a host name or domain name? Can we say that? Everyone, can we say that? Google.com is a host name or a domain name. Okay, we can call it. Very good. So once he opened the browser and he typed google.com. He typed google.com. And then browser is putting very bad face saying that, hey, Vamsi, hello. And Vamsi saw that. What browser? And browser says that, do you know that I need two things always? Why you're giving only one thing? So what are those two things that browser is expecting? Let me put that. So browser requires two things mainly. Nana. What is it, guys? Let me put that. So browser requires two things. Number one, which is already giving, which is called host name, and then or domain name, that's fine. And the other one he is expecting is IP address. So browser is expecting two things. What are those, guys, everyone? Host name and then IP address. Host name, this Vamsi guy is giving like, okay, google.com, he's giving the host name, but browser is expecting IP address. Guys, can you start giving some website names? Can you list down few website names? Chiti, can you list down tell me few website names? Amazon.com, Rediff.com, Yahoo.com, NareshIT.com, Deepika, okay, YouTube, Flipkart.com, Yahoo.com, Netflix.com, IndianRailways.com. She's always traveling, huh? Pooja, right? Facebook.com, Riyasar.com. There is no. Okay. Okay. So, guys, if I ask you, the thing is, you will give you, if you ask, right, so guys, if I ask you, you will give a big list of all the website names. But if I ask you to give the IP address of the website, will you able to give it? Will it be in your brain or mind? No. Do you actually care? Who cares? I really don't want to care the IP address. I just wanted to have a fancy name called yahoo.com, google.com, facebook.com, just like that. I really don't like to talk about the IP address, and we really don't care about the IP address. But this browser need that IP address. Is it our job to remember the IP address? No. Then whose job? But browser need the IP address, otherwise it cannot move forward. Who is that guy in the network will take care of these things? Instead of us, someone should be giving the IP address to the browser, correct? And that guy name is DNS. The guy name is DNS. What is DNS? Domain name server. Or is it domain name server? What this guy domain name server will do? So guys, for us, for sure, we cannot even remember the IP address. Let's say, for example, google.com. And what is the corresponding IP address? We don't know. Yahoo.com. What is the corresponding IP address? We don't know. But this is the guy in the network who remembers these host names and IP address. So what it does, it keeps track of all host names and IP addresses. It will keep it. And also, if I ask, hey DNS, give me the IP address of Google, it will give. And if I ask, hey DNS, this is the IP address, can you find out what is the host name for this IP address? It will give it. So what it does, DNS will convert IP to host name and host name to IP. Okay. Guys, you understood this? Did you understand? Okay. So we know the DNS. So DNS is called a domain name server. So it keeps tracks of all host names and IP address, or it will convert the IP address to host name and host name to IP address. That's good. So we got to know that. So now browser is asking, hey, Vamshi, give me the IP address. So now before Vamshi, this DNS came and asked, hey, before talking to Vamshi, talk to me. And my name is DNS. Okay. So now then the browser will start asking, hey, DNS, where are you? Where are you? And it says that, hey, I am in your local laptop only. I'm in your laptop under somewhere in C drive, in the Windows, System 32, etc. There is something called host file. What's it? So before that, this browser will contact something called local DNS. What is the Chiti? Everyone write down. So browser will contact whom? Browser will contact local DNS. So this local DNS will be inside your laptop only, where it is under /etc/host file. So this local DNS has the IP address, local DNS. So let's say, for example, if the local DNS has IP, well and good, it will give back. So because the browser is asking for Google IP, so if the local DNS has the Google IP, that's fine. It will give it to the browser. But which is the first city? Which is the first place the browser will go and search the IP address? Everyone write down this. Local DNS. Everyone write down this. Guys, local DNS. City, write down. Which is the first place where browser will go and hit, will find the IP address? Local DNS. So if the local DNS has the IP, Aram say it will give it back to the browser. But let's imagine, let's assume local DNS doesn't have the IP address. Local DNS doesn't have the IP address. So if the local DNS doesn't have the IP address, will it give back empty to browser? Will he say to the browser that I don't have IP address? Vamsi will feel bad, no? If the local DNS says that I don't have IP address, do you get the page in the browser? No. So the browser will do a warning to local DNS. Hey, local DNS, I don't know Whatever you want to do, you do it. I want the IP address. That's it. And local DNS got scared up, and then he started shouting his manager. So local DNS started shouting his manager, and that guy named. So the next request will go to whom? The next request will go to anyone? Is something called root name server. What is it, Chiti? Everyone write down. Root name server. In shortcut, you can call it as RNS. So this local DNS raise their hands up and saying that, "Arey wo root name server, please help me that my browser is asking for the Google's IP address. Please help me." And root name server, what it does it will see in the down and says that what is this local DNS, what do you want? And local DNS will say that I need google.com IP address. So this root name server, what it does, it will start identifying whether it is coming from which place, right? It is requesting for which one. Is it .com? Guys, there are so many domains now here. You might have .com, .org, .edu, .in, .com, whatnot, guys. You have so many things like this, correct? So this root name server will first identify whether it is coming from .com, whether it is coming from .in, whether it is coming from .org, etc. Okay, you getting it? So this root name server will start identifying where is this request. It will identify whether he wants to go to .com, whether he wants to go to .in, whether he wants to go to .org. Now root name server has identified, oh, this is .com. This is .com. Now the request will go to the next level, which is called top level domain. What is that, Chiti? TLD. In shortcut, we call it as TLD. Top level domain. Guys, this top level domains is nothing but .com, .org, .edu. All these things are called what? Top level domains. So root name server has identified, oh, it is coming, it wants .com. So the root name server will identify that and will send it to .com top level domain. So based on what the user is requesting, this root name server will send to that particular place. Whether if the user is asking for .com, .in, it's up to, it is using, it's sent to .in. If it is going to .org, it goes to .org. And if you want to go to .com, it will send to the .com. Are you getting it? Is this clear till here, everyone? How the request is going? First, the request goes to local DNS. From the local DNS, it goes to root name server. From root name server, it goes to top level domain. Now, which is the top level domain that we are talking about? .com. Very good. So let's take .com now. In .com, can you tell me how many websites will be there in .com top level domain? Millions, correct? Millions of websites will be there inside that .com. Out of these millions of websites, how do our pull request, guys, it is a request only, no? It is going from here to here, here to here, here to transferring. So our pull request, how does it identify our google.com in that a big .com? top level domain. Remember, let me give one example. Guys, in our childhoods, we used to go for theaters, no? Guys, childhood theaters were different. Now it is different. Do you remember, guys? In our villages or in our towns, we used to go, and then we used to stand in line to get the tickets. Correct? There were no bookings on those days. We'll go 2 hours before, and then we'll stand in the line, right? Thinking that we are the first person in the line. But you know, right? You never take the first ticket always, because the guy from the left side, right side, from niche se, upar se, right from down, he will put the hands and he'll get the ticket. Correct? Did you had an experience all these things? Right? Yeah. So with lot of, and that too, you know, he will give how many tickets per head? Huh? Only one ticket. Right? The same person will come back with putting kerchief on his face or changing his face expressions, and he'll take another ticket. You know that? Right? So we had these many problems on those years, quite many years. So what we used to do is basically we take the tickets and we have some nasty friends with us. What these guys will do it, we all go inside the theater, but these few people, they don't come inside. They'll come late, right? They'll come later, correct? Do we have this kind of people also? There are few people where they go and sit inside the theater and they want to watch it from scratch. But these people, they don't come. They'll come. They say, "Macha, you go, Macha, I'll come later." So, guys, on those theaters, on those days, theaters, do we have any numbers? No numbers on those. On those, no numbers. First come, first serve. Okay, you go, you run, and then first come, first serve. Right? So, okay, now entire theater got full. Yeah, theater got full. Then the theater, see how many people will be there. Let's say 100, 200 people will be there in the theater. Now your nasty friend will come outside. So imagine your nasty friend is the request. The theater is .com. In .com, you have so many websites. Likewise, in theater, you have so many people. Now your friend is outside and he want to identify you inside, who is sitting inside the theater. How he'll identify? Abba, do you have phones on those days? No phone call. So we'll start shouting, right? Arey wo haule, macha, right? Right? Whistle, torch, raise hand, claps, right? And then call by nickname. By name, it is very hard. No, there might be multiple people, right? Arey dash. Huh? So yeah. Bawa. Arey bawa, right? So you do all these things. So basically, okay, you are standing outside. Let's take reverse. You are standing outside and your friend started calling you, right, in a clapping, whistling and all. So you go directly to that person, correct? The same way in .com also, right? .com is so many websites are there and the request is standing outside. Now, okay, let me do like this. So this is the whole .com city. Okay, this is a whole .com. This is .com. .com. Okay. Now tell me, inside this, how many, there are different types of websites will be there, right? Like Amazon.com. What else.com? Give me a simple website. HDFC.com. SPI.com. I start writing all the bank names. Right? Flipkart.com, Facebook.com, IPL.com. You want Shadi.com? Okay, Shadi.com, right? And then our fellow will be there, Google.com, right? Yahoo.com, like this. So, yeah, Geo.com, like this. There's so many millions of websites will be there inside this .com. So, who is this guy? Vamsi's request will be here. Correct, it? Vamsi's request. So, Vamsi's request is traveling. It is traveling. Okay. Arams, it is traveling. First, it will go and hit whom? So it will go in traveling. So here, first it will hit the local DNS, correct? And then it will hit the RNS, correct? Local DNS, and this is RNS. Then the request is going, and then he went and he stopped here. Whenever the request stopped here by seeing the .com, oh my gosh, such a big .com. Inside this, I have so request can see so many websites. Then the request got stopped here, saying that where is google.com, right? And now google.com started clapping. Are ho, hale, right? Right? So here google.com started clapping. Hey, request, I'm here. Come to me, right? So the request will directly go to this person. So guys, google.com is a page, but there should be someone who should be shouting here. And that person name is NS. That person name is name server. What is that called? Guys, everyone, who is that person who will be shouting? Name server. And the name server will start shouting, hey, request, I am here, google.com, come to me. Don't go here and there. I have the information about google.com, come to me. The name server is the guy who will be shouting it. Now you understand? So now it went to the .com. So now the request will go to whom? From here? From here, the request will go to the name server. Once it reaches the name server has an assistant. So next it will reach to something called SOA. What is that? SOA. Start of authority. What is that? Start of authority. So SOA is the guy who has the IP address. Right? What is the name server? Can we say which identify the domain name? Name server is the guy which identifies the domain name, correct? Did you understand? And SOA is the guy which has the IP. Correct? Did you understand? So it has the IP address, and finally we got the IP address, and IP address will be sent back to the name server. And from name server, it go back. Okay. And all the way, it comes to top level domain. Right. It comes back here. And finally, it will reach local DNS. Understood, guys? Everyone understood? So we no need to take care of this, but we need to take care of these things. The rest, everything is completely handled by ISP provider, correct? Do we need to really care about .com? Where is this .com? How do we handle it and all? No. Do we need to care? Do we need to really care about root name server? No. All these things will be handled by some other people, third-party providers, but local DNS anyways will be sitting in our laptop. And this name server SOA that we will be handling it, in coming days. Guys, everyone understood? And finally, the local DNS got the IP address. Guys, here see, we just got the IP address, not the Google page. We have just got the IP address, not Google page. Guys, Google page will be in which company? Google company. Yahoo page will be in which company? Yahoo company. Facebook page is in which company? Facebook company. Right? Now we got the address. Right? Now we got the address of google.com. Now the request has to go to the Google company to get the Google page. Kada? Bolo? Yes or no? You got upset? Sir, we have learned so much. Till now we got the IP address only. Huh? Yes, you got the IP address only here. Now the request has to go to Google company. Chalo Google. Okay. Let's imagine this is the Google. Let's go to Google company. Okay. So this is our Google company. Okay. Okay. Fine. So guys, now the request has started from our browser. It is going here. La 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 la. Ramsey. It is going. It is going. It is going. And now it is in front of the Google company. Tell me, let's say for example, I'll give the best example. See, if you want to go and meet someone, right? If you want to go and meet someone in some apartment, you are going to some apartment. Can you tell me who is the guy who will stop you first? Security, correct? Watchman. What is the first question that he'll ask? Who are you? Who are you? Where you want to go? Which flat number? Right? Whom you want to meet? All these questions he'll ask. If you are going to a normal apartment itself, the security guy will stop you and then ask whom you want to meet, why you, what is your name, where are you coming from? All these questions he'll ask. Correct? Let's say, for example, now I am there inside the apartment and I have asked who's here. I'll take this guy name. Who is Vijay Kumar, right? I'll say. So Vijay Kumar, I'll say, I'll tell to my security, hey, if Vijay Kumar is coming, tell him that tell him that I'm not here and don't allow him to come inside. And I'll say, hey, security, there is one person called Teja or Ishwar. These people will come and allow them inside. Can you tell me security will listen these my instructions? Yes, definitely he will listen my instructions. Right? So whenever Vijay Kumar is coming, he will stop it and he will not give the entrance inside my apartment. And whenever Teja or someone is coming, and then he will allow it. Otherwise, he will deny it. For Vijay Kumar, he'll deny it. For Teja, he will allow it. Correct? The same way here also in this Google company, there should be someone, right? There should be someone who will be, whichever requests are coming from outside internet, can all the requests will go inside the Google company? No, whichever is required. So who is the guy who will be stopping you and filter all these requests? And that guy name is firewall. What, Chiti? What is that? Firewall. Write down that word. Firewall. Okay. So don't tell me that, sir, I went to the Google company outside in Lingampalli somewhere and you told me wrong, sir. There is no wall, there is no fire. So guys, that is not really fire on the wall. So it is a software component which is installed on one of the server. that is called firewall. And what this firewall will do, it will stop all unauthorized access. It's like security, right? It stops unauthorized access to the network. So I'll write the definition. You have to learn the definition, Chitti. Same way how I'm writing. How I'm writing, you have to learn that. Okay. Which you should say this, which stops unauthorized, it stops unauthorized access to the network. Okay. What it does, it will allow or it will deny. Guys, simple definition. No need to have a big definition on the firewall. Simple. See, which stops unauthorized access to the network. Simple. Allow karo, nahi to deny karo. Make sense? So I will be telling, Google people will be telling to the Google this firewall, hey firewall, I'm giving you instructions. Whatever I say, you allow it. Whatever I say, you deny it. Yes. So now let's say, oh, by the way, Chitti, first question. On your browser, you'll put the URL, no? Can you tell me how do you put the URL? What is the syntax of URL? Everyone should know this, no? http:// correct? What is that HTTP there? Protocol, no? So don't worry, those who don't know about what is protocol, etc., we'll talk in the next class. I'll talk on that also. But for now, at least remember these things, okay? So HTTP, we'll talk about what is this HTTP protocols, what is in the next class, okay? For now, what is the port number for HTTP? Okay, 80. What is HTTPS? Port number 443. SSH 22. RDP 3389. So these are the at least minimum protocols and port numbers that you should remember, Chitti. So right, HTTP, you know very well to access our application or websites or any, right? HTTPS meaning you know very well, it is secure. SSH meaning secure shell in order to connect to the Linux machines. RDP meaning remote desktop protocol, which is used to connect to the Windows machines. Chitti? At least remember this, Chitti. We'll talk on this later. Huh? I'll write here connecting to Windows machine and connecting to Linux machines, and it says secure connection to websites, and then this is it secure HTTP? We'll talk on this, huh? Not secure connection to website. Or this one, this is are used to accessing the applications. Okay, Titi? Okay, got it. So now the request, okay. Now how the request is transferring from one place to another place using data packets, no? Correct? We have the data packets, correct, guys? Round. Looks like biryani packets, huh? So we call it as packets here. All the data will be transferring in the network using data packets. Okay. Okay. Now the packet is going and then it will go and hit the firewall. And the firewall will allow the packet directly without checking it. No, there will be a check happening. So it will say that firewall will say that, hey, packet, open a packet and give me the information. So here he will say that the Google company will put some rule here in the firewall saying that anything which is coming from HTTP, deny it, HTTPS, allow it. Can we do this rules? Chitti, can we set up these rules in the firewall like this? Yes, we can set it up. So any packet which is coming to the Google company to the firewall, and this firewall will check the packet and sees that are you coming from HTTP? Because if Vamsi is typing http://google.com, it will drop it, right? And if it is typing https://google.com, and the firewall will allow it. Guys, everyone understood the what is firewall and what is the action, what is the purpose of the firewall here? Any questions till here? We'll talk, Swati. So not every, when we go for, okay, now you tell me there is a question, where and why we use HTTP if it's not secure. Now, let's say, for example, in your internal company, when you're doing any kind of testing or development, do you need certificate, this HTTPS? No need. So whenever customer facing website should be always in HTTPS because it will be on internet. If it is internal, you can go with HTTP. But 90% which is internet facing, customer facing, 99% it will be HTTPS only. Is it clear, CC, till here? And I want from everyone. CC, Chiti? अरे हैदराबाद या बोलो भाई क्या कर रहे हैं रखो. Yes. Good. Very good. Nice. So now we know what is firewall, what it does. Okay, now let's assume the firewall has allowed the traffic inside. So once the firewall has allowed the traffic inside the Google company, guys, can you tell me, as per three-tier architecture that we have seen yesterday, which is the first server will hit first? The request? Web server. Wow. Super, guys. Super. So we have the web server. We have the web server. Okay. Now after web server, it will hit whom? It'll go to the app server. After app server, it will hit whom? DB server. Correct? Okay. Inside this Google company, can you tell me? Okay, I'll write it here. This is a web server. And this is app server. And this is DB server. Okay. Now tell me, in the Google company, there will be only one web server, one app server, one DB server? No, there will be multiple, right? There will be multiple. Why you need multiple and all, we'll talk whenever is required. Okay. Now, the request, so it will be like this. So now the request came here and he put a blank face. Are bhai, I have 1, 2, 3 servers here. Do I need to go to first one, second one, third one? Which one? The request will get confused here. Correct? If you have so many web servers, how does the request will go? How does it will identify whether I need to go to the first, second, or third? It will get confused? Yes, it will get confused. You're getting it what I'm saying? So to talk on this topic, I need to introduce you one big guy. Let's say, for example, here, I'll take Rishita. Okay. So I'll take Rishita. People call you as Rishi also. Rishita. Okay. So I'll take Rishita. And what she said to me, Riya sir, I have a requirement. I have an application. Can you please set it up and then give me the URL? This is the question that Rishita has asked me. And I said that, sure, why not? So what I did, I went and set up a server. I went and set up a server here and then put an application inside it. Do you all agree every server will have the IP address? Yes. 192.168. I'm giving some example, 10.20, something like this. Guys, every server will have the IP address? Yes. So now I've got the IP address. Now I have given to Rishita, hey Rishita, please access the website like this, http://192.168.10.10.20. This is the, okay, let's say index.html. This is the page. Can you tell me, is she interested to access website, her website using this URL? Guys, everyone, I need answers. We have almost 200 people. Chiti, come on. Is she comfortable with this URL to access her website? Definitely no. No one in the world is interested to access this using the IP address. Do you remember those IP address? No. So as now she told that Rishita said that no problem, sir. Yeah, so I will, no problem, sir. I'll use it because she has a kind, soft heart on me, and she said that okay, no, sir, no problem. I'll use it. So she started using it, and all of a sudden, this server went down. This server went down, and she started complaining that, sir, the server went down. And when I checked, it went down. Now what I did immediately, I went. This time I said I thought like this time the server should not go down at all. And now I need to go in. I have went and set up how many servers? 3 servers now. And obviously the IP addresses will be different. Correct? This one I call it as 21. This one I call it as 22. Guys, you're getting it? Now how many servers I have? I have 3 servers. So should I give to Rishita now? Rishita said that I'm giving her like this IP address 192.168.10.21/index.html. With very proud, I have given her total 3 URLs. Is this a way that I should give her to access the website? And I said that if first one goes down, use second one. If second one goes down, use third one. Is this the way should I give her to her? Guys, what do you think? Yes or no? No. So now I have my same application in 3 different servers, thinking if one goes down, other should handle it. Who should do it? And here, that's why the new guy is getting introduced, and his name is load balancer. What is it, Chiti? Everyone write down his name. Load balancer. What is it, Chiti? Load balancer. Load balancer. So everyone will hit the load balancer. And what does the load balancer will do? Load balancer will distribute the traffic to the multiple servers like this. Load balancer distribute the traffic. Load balancer distribute the traffic from one server to another server. So whenever the request come, right, and I can give also the load balancer name. I can give like, can I give it as it has a DNS name, correct? We can give the DNS name. I can call it as rishita.com, right? I can give the name of my load balancer as rishita.com, correct? If someone is typing rishita.com and the request will go to the load balancer, and load balancer will send the first request to this, second request to this, third request to this, and fourth request again to the first one, fifth request to the second one, sixth request to the third one. Like this, this is called round robin method. What is it, Chiti? Round robin method. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like this. It will balance the load. It will balance the load. So what is load balancer? If anyone asks you the definition, what do you say? Which distribute the traffic across multiple servers. Chiti, can you write down this definition? What is load balancer? Load balancer which distribute the traffic across multiple servers. Load balancer which distribute the traffic to multiple servers. Everyone write down, very important. Right? So I'll put the definition here. Super. Chidi, got it? Everyone understood on the load balancer topic? So now what we need to implement here, Chiti? Here in between, we need to implement here load balancer. To implement load balancer. So load balancer is a guy which will be sending the traffic, distributing the traffic to the servers like this. And once the requests go to the web server will be connected to these app servers, and then app server will be connected to the DB server, right? And then where is your Google page? Your Google page will be where, Chiti? Here, no? In application server, no? Your code will be here. Google page will be here. So it will get the data and then send it to web server. From web server, it will go back to the load balancer. From load balancer, it will go back to the firewall. And from firewall, the packet will come all the way and come to the browser. And in the browser, you will get your Google page. Guys, you know that this much process is happening in the backend. Now you tell me, if the Google is not coming up very fast, now will you scold Google page why it is not coming fast? The entire process has to be done in the milliseconds before a bluetooth comes from your mouth. When the Google is loading, the dash Google is slow. Before the word is coming from your mouth, the Google page should come here, completing all this process. Google doesn't want to listen to those. Those are all fish words. Understood? Guys, everyone understood now how you got the Google page? Right? What are the things connected here one by one now, right? So these are the things that we will be architecting in coming days in our AWS classes. Okay, whatever we have on the right side, everything. So apart from that ISP provider, apart from root name server, top level domains and all rest, everything we'll be doing in our AWS. This is architecting. No, firewall, load balancer, web server, all these things will be in public or private subnet. This is inside Google company. Everything should be private. Got it? Anwar, they no need to connect like this. No, all the connections coming from the load balancer only. Should we do one small tweak? Okay, so now you tell me based on this architecture, which is the, okay, after firewall, which is the first thing that will hit first? You can use it, Pooja, no issues. Load balancer, correct? So guys, if I access my load balancer, is nothing but my Google page will come. Yes, sir. Yes, right. Yes. So load balancer is nothing but it's kind of proxy to your application, right? So if I access my load balancer also, let's take Facebook. Yeah. you have the Facebook in your app server. If I know Facebook's load balancer, can I access my Facebook page? Yes. Should we do that tweak? Okay, let's do that. See, guys, if you want to know the IP address of any website, there is a command to know. That command is called nslookup. What is that? nslookup. Write down. So what you need to do is go to command prompt. City. Let's do this. nslookup. Type nslookup. Enter. Now you want to know the IP address of Facebook. Just type facebook.com. Do you see this? This is the IP address of Facebook. And you want to know, put the IP address. You want to know the host name. Put the IP address, and it is giving some host name. What is this? Guys, edge star mini shv02 ma2.facebook.com. Can you tell me what is this? What is that? That is nothing but our load balancer only. So if I, instead of facebook.com, can I use this big word to access my Facebook? Should we do that? See, I'm going in, putting it here. The same thing. My face, generally, guys, will you put blah, 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 dot facebook.com? That will work? That will not work, right? Now I'm putting in my, see, I'm accessing. Let's see. Ooh, do you see this, guys? Do you see this, guys? They got my Facebook. So guys, that's how we can do some tweaks and hacks also there. Right? So this is nothing but the load balancer of Facebook. So like this, like Facebook, you will be having your own applications that also, right? You will get it. So you put some google.com, you can play around. So that load balancer is not private. If it is private, how it will get access from outside? Load balancer will be public. But Tapaswini, this is just a basic. We'll go inside why it has to be public, why it has to be private, in what cases we'll be put it in public, in what cases we'll put private, etc., etc. Step by step we'll go. City, understood everyone? Clear? Now open for questions. Any questions? And there is no class tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. Guys, don't leave until I say. There is no class on Sunday. Monday, guys, I'll be talking about very important, which is protocols. So many people are lagging on the basics, guys. So let's finish it off all these basics. And next on Monday, I'll be talking on the protocols, why we use, what is the use of all these protocols. Then we'll slowly jump into next things. You are here, why you are asking for recordings? You check with management, please. Right? Yeah, both are same. Saraswati, correct. Guys, everything practicals will be there. Your hands will pain by doing practicals, and I'll bother you very much on practicals. I'm telling you. So, guys, I'll give equal importance for the theory, logic, and then practicals, because if you go to interview, they don't ask practicals mostly. Correct? Am I correct? You only tell me. They'll ask to go and set it up, that and this. They don't. They ask questions. So I will be giving you logics, theory, as well as more on practicals. So both will be there. You need to continue, Swami, to understand that. We'll talk in next, from Monday, we'll talk on all these things. What is SYA? Start of authority is a place where it has the IP address. Any questions? I told you, Siraj, Saturday will be there, Sunday, no class. Monday will be there. On Monday, the very important topic, I don't want you to miss the classes. So now, again, I'm asking for this experienced people. Experienced people, guys, isn't it good to know all these things? Can you please back me up? 100%. It's mostly architect. For experienced people, for you also, this is good, no? To understand, to connect the dots. Yes. See, guys, there is no second thought why we are learning this. Everything what I talk is important. So without this, you cannot understand anything, I'm telling you. Pooja Reddy, don't worry, just continue the classes. In AWS, how AWS, how freshers openings? Yes, Juno. Hey, Juno, you were there yesterday, no? Juno, there are so many opportunities are there for freshers also. Why I should just put it in Google, no? In LinkedIn and Naukri, you will understand. Okay. So you will get the video links. Don't worry, right? You will get the video links. Maybe this and yesterday's link, you will get it on Monday. Will there be opportunities for the people who are having career break? 100%. In my company, I have given for 5 people. Those are homemakers. The women's where they had 10 years break. They learned AWS, they got certified, and then they're into jobs. Monday's demo regular. See, for my case, there is no demo regular. Continuation. Okay. Continue. Kavi, we discussed about the certification. I recommend you to go with the yesterday's link. Yeah, Monday will be the same link. Don't worry. And I also heard that many people started registration and all. Good. Do it. No issues. And then Monday will be the same link. Yes. Any other questions? So guys, do not worry about too much of things. Okay. Do not worry about too much of things. First, get the topic, get the subject. Okay. So many people think that, okay, I have a career gap. So will I get a job or not? Do I need to do that, this and guys, all these are all secondary. First of all, you are in the right place with the right person, right? So you first learn AWS, get certified, then think about next thing. That will automatically come. Okay. Yes. Don't think of too much and spoil your mind. So just plainly learn everything from me and then think about the second thing, which will be automatically helpful. Super. Will you miss class on Monday? Let me hear that from everyone. No chance. Huh? Super, guys. Don't worry, chitties. I'm here there for you. No, don't worry. No fear. Riya sir is here on AWS. Super. Can you give me the final CC for today? Janardhan, it is more than essential. Okay, cloud practitioner. You're forgetting Smile City. What is this city? You're not giving any one simple sweet smile for me. CC meaning crystal clear. See, Avinash. Nowadays they're putting that fingers. No, what is? Nice. Be happy, guys. Be smile. Always keep smiling. Life is too short. Learn things. Get better things. Share love. Superb. I love that. Excellent, guys. So that is all for today, and I'll see you on Monday with the next important topic on the same time, same link. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Have a nice day and have a nice weekend too. Bye bye. See you on Monday, guys. Bye.